Good morning, everyone. It's August 10th, 2021 at 5:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I want to give my breakdown of what's going to, I believe, is going to happen with gold's price today moving forward, and also give a recap of how yesterday's trade played out. Let's start with just quick look at how yesterday's trade actually did play out. Initially, I set my order here. If you recall, set it. Actually, I think it was right around here. This was my entry, but just looking at the exact entry point, I believe on the M5, I believe it was this. Here that I was seeing form. This bit of exhaustion here is what would trigger me to get in. So as you can see, my order did get stopped out, and I did actually get stopped out from that order. However, I got back in to the order after it dropped down, or it came. Actually, no, excuse me. I apologize. That is today. I apologize about that. This is yesterday's order. So I got in here. I believe it was right around here. Yeah, so I mean, this is where I got in, but on the M5, seeing this, seeing this bit of contest in here, also seeing a push down here, a bit of the engulfing here is what triggered me to get in. So I set my stop loss here above this range. I did get stopped out. So when I got stopped out, I kept my eye on price. Price came back up again, retested again, and then after seeing this exhaustion form and then this push down, this big engulfing on the M5, I actually got in. One moment here. I actually got in again right around in this area here. My new entry, to be exact, my additional entry, if I could pull up my broker here, one moment on my phone, just to be fully transparent with you all. Okay, I don't know why it's taking so long. Well, anyways, I got in again here, and then I wrote it. Okay, there we go. Jesus. All right, so I got back in at 1742, 73. So got back in 1742. 73, so right around here, and then I wrote it down to 1729.58, which is where I actually closed out. And what prompted me to close out was seeing this bit of exhaustion here. So zooming in onto the lower time frame, that's today's order. So what prompted me actually to get out was this right here, this push down. So I wrote it. I got back in 1742, 1742.73, which is right here, roughly 1742.73. That's where I got back into the order after getting stopped out of the previous one. After seeing this retest at that same area again, double top, exhaustion, whole 9 yards. I could have got in here, really for a better risk to reward ratio, but I kind of just wanted to get a better feel of what price was actually going to do, if it was going to break above this level, or if it was going to respect this level and come back down. So once I saw it was respecting this level and came back down again, I got back in roughly at my same area of where I got in on the initial order I got stopped out on. I could have really just manually monitored that trade and not just been so rigid setting a stop loss, which is why at times you want to be a little bit flexible with your stop loss, not to let a small loser turn into a big loser, but at the same time, not be so rigid, because this could have really this loss could have been avoided actually. So then I wrote it down, getting back in here, basically wrote it back down to the 1729.58, which I recall was this exhaustion here forming is what caused me to close out. I came down to here, saw this exhaustion forming, started to push back up, 1729.58, right around here. I said, you know what, that's it, I'm going to close out. And it's actually a good thing that I did, because the trade would have still been valid. It wouldn't have came back up and hit my stop, but price has basically just been trending sideways ever since then. So really, where I got out there, 1729.58. I mean, right now its price is at 1730. So I just got out, took profit, and price has been trending to the side ever since on the smaller time frame. So now with that in mind, walking into today, what do we have? So let's zoom back out onto the 1 hour time frame. We're going to see that it's just the same, more the same as yesterday, in the sense that this is a bearish market, completely bearish. There's no buy signals here of any kind, in my opinion. If we even jump out to the 1 day, going down out to the 1 day, I mean, you see price is still very bearish here. Has been a push up and a little bit of a stagnant price here the last day or so is what this little doji is. However, price is still definitely in a bearish market. In my opinion, it's respecting this level here, which is what I have marked off in blue. As you can see, this level of support on the daily. So it's still bearish, definitely on the H4. Zooming in closer, same thing. You see it's bearish. Came that push. This was that flash crash that happened on Sunday night. Pushed all the way down. Price came back up, formed a lower high, came back down, and is now respecting the same level. But in my opinion, it's going to keep pushing back down. And if price breaks this level, so this level of contention here has been respected from actually April of this year. So this has been a level that has been respected previously. But if price breaks below this level, really there's not much to hold it up. Really, I mean, on the daily, really you can't see much of anything all the way down into this area here of 1767 to 1677 to 1682, which every time prices come down into that area since March of this year, it's hit it and shot back up, even including this flash crash on Sunday. Price went down to that area and shot, pushed it right back up. However, zooming in a little bit more on the H4, if price breaks this level where it is now, which is roughly, call it 1730 to 1725 range, more or less. If price breaks that, this area here is what I'm looking at on the left, obviously. So if price breaks this, say if price breaks 1724, let's just say, okay, price breaks 1724, there's really nothing to hold it up until about here, which is 1704. And then if price breaks that, which that's really more of a minor level of support in my opinion, if it breaks through that, which I think it will, if it gets down to that point, I think it's going to just keep going. It'll drop down to this 1678 to 1680, 83 range. So nothing but sells in my opinion at this point. And I'll go now into the order that actually took this morning in London session. So in London session, I saw, price got pushed back up. I had kept my eye on it, obviously, this whole time from yesterday. So I saw price pushing back up. I saw it came up here. This was last night around 8 o'clock at night. I saw price coming back up. I saw also it was coming back up and making a retest of it this morning during the beginning of London session. So when I saw this exhaustion here forming, actually I got in right around here, which obviously marked off by my short position tool here in TradingView. But I got in right around here in this area you see of this exhaustion on the M5, this doji. I got in right around here and I set my stop just above this level. However, I didn't set actual stop. I just, I set my stop for, obviously visualization purposes, but I didn't actually set it in my broker because I wanted to keep an eye on it, manually monitor it. And, if I saw something that I didn't like, if it was breaking too far above this, all right, I'll close out. But I didn't want to just get stopped out and price continue back in the direction that I thought it was going to, which there's a lot of indication of that on the higher time frames. So sure enough, that is actually exactly what happened. Price came back. It just surpassed my level that I had set of my stop loss, but I was keeping a close eye on the M5, even dropping down onto the M1. I was seeing that as soon as it hit up above that level, it pushed back down, forming this wick also on the M5. Price started then pushing back down. Now, when it also got up to this level, not only did I not close out a position, in a risky move, which generally I don't like to do that, and it actually breaks my trading, breaks a rule of my trading plan to add to a losing position. But because of the higher time frame momentum that I was seeing on the H4, on the H1, as you can see, I mean, this just screams just downtrend. I mean, it's pushing down, came back up, it's pushing down, came back up, and now it's pushing down again. You know, to me, I mean, it was just I was gonna, and I wasn't gonna risk that much additional because I was getting back in at a higher level. So I knew that if price even went up, well, I'll put it to you this way: the order I got in, the first order was 1736.11, so which is right where I've marked off, basically 1736.11 right here. Okay, that was my first order. It started to go against me, but then I saw this exhaustion form, and I got in another order at 1737.45. So 1737.45. So right or on this wick, actually, I got in on a second sell order, and you know my intention was 1737.45 right here, roughly. You know, if price would even broke up to like this level, another 10 pips, I would have been out of the trade. So, you know, I took another position, added into it, just taking the risk, closely monitoring it, and it did end up working out. Price pushed back down, and now seeing this exhaustion forming on the M15, and then also on the M5, seeing this exhaustion and really this candle pushing up, this strong bullish candle on the M5 pushing up and breaking just slightly above this daily support level. That's what caused me to close out. So I closed both out at roughly 1731.42. Which is right around here. I closed both of those out, and I just said, you know, screw it. I'm going to let it ride and see what happens. Took my profit, secured my profit. The longer you let a trade run and the longer you hold it, the higher of a chance of it reversing on you. But at the same time, don't want to close your winners early, but, you know, want to see if price is giving indications getting tired out, momentum is being lost, and, you know, maybe just close out and wait. So at this point, what is my analysis moving forward? What am I personally doing, and what I think anybody looking at getting to a gold trade here should consider doing is I'm going to wait for a retest on the M5 or M15 of about this level. I believe that price will come back up to about this level, 1731 to maybe about 1733, somewhere in here. I believe price will come back up, retest, form a bit of exhaustion, and then keep coming back down, because on the higher time frames, again, even the H1, to me, it just reads perfectly. You know, price is going to keep coming back down. And as I said a bit earlier, if price breaks below this level, the 1724 level roughly, I just don't see really anything holding it up until about that 1706 level. We have said 1705 roughly. And then next is this major area of support down here, this zone 1677 to about 1683 roughly. So that's my analysis for gold today, guys. So, you know, definitely if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop a comment below. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. And with that, have good luck today in the market. Go out and make a killing. Best of luck to you guys.